Hi, I'm going to give you a brief demo about the Easy Site Builder. So you can see we have a simple site out here, AgriSequoia, and the way to log in to the CMS is you type /login at the end of the URL, and you'll reach the login screen. Here you can enter your login name and password, and then sign in. Once you sign in, you'll see the pages in the website which are listed here, and the content of the pages is listed here. You can see a whole bunch of tabs here. So you have content. So you can see whatever content is displayed on the home pages here, and you can edit it as you like. So I can just type something more here, and all I need to do is save changes for this content to change. Now, what you need to do is you can select a page. So you can find, suppose I'm looking for Imran's page. So I type in Imran. Okay, there is his page. I can select his page, and then it says the description goes here. Imran Hussain is the CEO of it. Imran Hussain CEO. These are the keywords. And if I look at the content, you can see the content is right here. Now, what if I wanted to put a photo in? I would of Imran's. I would just click here, and I have this toolbar out here where we have image. You can click image, and then you can click browse the server. You can look for some images. You can see we have some images. Suppose I want to put an image from my computer, then I need to click this files here. Once I click files, I can see all my files on my desktop, and let me just see if I have an image here. Yeah, this will do fine. So I'll just take this image and I'll say open, then upload it to the server. It goes to the server, it comes to the server, then you can just need to double click it and it shows here. Now there are some alignment options here. So I'll say I want it to the left so that the text comes on the right, and I say okay, and you can see that it has come here. Only thing is it's quite stuck to the thing. So again I can say image properties, and I can say vertical spacing, I can put in 10, horizontal spacing 10, and if I want to give a border, I can give a border of 1 pixel or 2 pixel, and I'll say okay. And you can see that the image has shown the way it is supposed to show. That's how you add an image to the thing. Suppose you want to link this image to another page, you can click it here, and you can click this link button here, and then you can just type the URL here of whatever you want it to go to, and okay. And that would make this image a clickable link, and you can see it has already become. An easier way of working is to click this maximize button. So when you click that, you're working in the full screen, and you can see all your text, and you can work with it comfortably. When you're done, you have to make it small again, and then you can do save changes. Now, before I make any changes, I'll just show you how to make a new page. I'm not going to save this because we don't want all these photos to show on the site. So to make a new page, you just click new, and you should enter the name of the page. I'll say this is a test page, and I'll just use that same thing for the name. I'll keep the page published. I'll keep it under the home page, which is about. I can select a layout, but for now we'll just leave it as default. I can just put some description, some keywords out here. In the content, I can write the content of the page. I can put some more matter here. Matter to here. And if I want to make this into a heading, I just select it, and from where it says normal, I can say heading 1, heading 2, heading 3. You can see all the different types of headings there. Select heading 1 and we get it the text in the font we're looking for. We have a bunch of styles out here, and you can see you can select whatever style you like for it, or you can just go ahead and use this to color your things. Basically you can say I want to have the text in red color, and it's in red color. And once it's done, you can say add page. Once you add the page, you get a URL for the page here, and you can say view this page. So you can see that our text is come here. So then you ask, how do you change the site stuff? Well, in the site builder, we have what is called sidebar A and sidebar B, and these right now are using the default sidebar. So I don't want to use the default sidebar. I want to use the custom sidebar. So I'll say enable custom. First what I'll do is I'll copy the default sidebar here. So you can see this is the sidebar content and I use it to copy it from the default. Now I can say whatever I want here. Okay, my custom sidebar. And you can write whatever you want here. So this is a test entry and read more link. And then you need to enable custom sidebar and say save. And once you do this and you go back to our page and you just refresh the page, you will see that it says my custom sidebar. This is the test entry right here, and that applies to everything. So basically, if you want to edit the header, we have something called the header. We have something called the sidebar A, sidebar B, the footer, and easy way to do is to copy from here the default and then edit whatever you want in it. And another easy way of making a page is that you can find a page which looks similar to what you want. So for example, this about us page is there, and I can just click this copy button and it gives it a name about copy 20, but I will just call it my another page. And it's important to rename these pages because this shows in the title bar. So I'm going to take this another page and put it here and save changes, and you can see there's another page. Now suppose you are editing this page and you don't want it to be visible to the whole world while you're creating it, so you can say this unpublished and say save changes. And now what happens is this page is unpublished, but you can still view it. So if you view, you'll get this message, this page is not published, it's only visible to you. I say okay, and then I can view it, but nobody else in the world can view it. And that's basically how it works. Now there are other stuff here, but what you can do with the pages is, like, suppose I go to about us, I can get more information about this page from this menu. So I can validate the HTML, the CSS, I can find broken links, I can check keyword density. So once I click it, I'll get this window, and in this window it shows the density. It says agriculture, security, food, investment. So the bigger the letters are, the more dense they are, and here is the count of the density. So you can use this keyword density tool to check the density of your pages. Then we have visitor tracking. So I have something like keywords. So if I go to keywords, you can see that on April 11th to April 16th, Google, someone typed agriculture and we got 3 hits from that. So basically this tells you about the, and then suppose I want to understand how the visitors are flowing along this path, I'll say visitor flow. And what it shows me is that where the people came to this page from, that is our home page. So they came from search engines, 90 visitors came from the search engines. 8 visitors came from within the site. That means they were in the site and they clicked the home page. And after this page, 78 people stayed on the site while 20 people ended the visit. So this actually tells you about how people are reacting to your page, and if too many people are leaving the page, then you can change the content to make it more interesting, throw some pictures in there, and that's it basically. So we have another page out here called page not found, and this page is displayed every time somebody tries to open a URL which is not there in our site. So we just serve a 404 page saying that we're sorry, we cannot find it. You can customize this page to write whatever you want in it, and that's pretty much it basically. Very simple to work with and very easy to work with. And one few things I want to add before I sign off is that if you know how what HTML and everything is, then you can basically go and switch your editor to something like a code editor, and then if you look at the header content, you will see that you are seeing the HTML code that is going to be used. So you can go ahead and edit this HTML code also if you know how to use HTML. And this is true for all the different parts of the site. So if you go to about us, you can see that the header is containing all this stuff in it. And basically that's how it works. So this is just an introduction to it. And one more thing it shows you who's online, how many people came to your site today, how many people have come to your site total. And if you click it, it'll give you basically your traffic on your site from whenever we started the site builder, the ezCMS. And you can see that it says in the last 7 days there are 11 visitors per day. And this can be useful. There's a whole bunch of stuff, and I will cover that in a more detailed video. But this video basically just tells you about the pages and what you can do with the pages, and what are these tabs, and how you can use this. You can copy, delete. You can delete any other page except the home page and the 404 page. And that's about it basically. So go ahead and make some pages and create some content. Thanks for watching.